Welcome to this video on checkmating the king in the middle of the board. Now we're going to be looking at three checkmates. We're going to be looking at the dovetail mate, the triangular mate, and the swallow's tail mate. Now whenever we are checkmating the king in the center of the board, we need to make sure that the king has no escape onto any of the 8 squares surrounding it, and we need to check the king. Now in the dovetail mate, we want to have the queen in the corner, and the queen is going to be attacking along this diagonal, and it's going to be attacking along the vertical and horizontal. Now it needs to be protected by a piece, and you'll notice that the queen can't do all of the work by herself. She needs these 2 squares to be covered either by the opponent's pieces, or sometimes you can have a knight there, or you can even have a bishop. But most often you're going to see the opponent's pieces there. Now moving on to the next pattern, this is the triangular mate, and I like to think of it like this. Now when we had the dovetail mate, we had it like this, right? But in this example, the square over here is going to be covered by the rook, and we don't need the king to be protecting the queen because the rook and the queen protect each other. And again, we're going to have everything protecting each other and checkmating the king. Now the final checkmating pattern is the swallow's tail mate. I remember this because the queen is doing a lovely little tail, but actually a swallow's tail is two little points like that, so you can remember it pointing to the 2 areas that it actually needs to be covered by, again, either the opponent's pieces or our own. In this case, a knight could do it, or perhaps a rook, but again, most likely the opponent's pieces. Now I'm going to show you 3 puzzles, and you're not going to know which checkmate is which. I'm going to show you all 3 first, so you can pause to see if you can solve it. This is puzzle number 1, and feel free to pause here. I'll go through the solutions afterwards. This is puzzle number 2. Pause here, and this is the final puzzle, puzzle number 3. This is your last chance. Rewind if you need to, if you didn't get a chance to pause. I'm going to start with this solution, and the answer is rook over to e4, checking the king, and the king can't move anywhere out this way, so it has to move over. And now hopefully you can see what the pattern is. Can we remember what is the pattern when we have the piece over here? It is going to be the triangle mate. And then the puzzle number 2, so that was puzzle number 3. This is puzzle number 2. This is actually the archetypal pattern for the dovetail. Maybe that's giving you a clue. If it's the dovetail, we're going to want to check the king. King can't move anywhere, has to go here, and then we can come down protected. And we've got our dovetail. And finally, the answer over here is going to be, by process of elimination, it's going to have to be the swallow's tail mate. So if it's the swallow's tail, we need to get the king where? Over here. So we need to check. King has to move over, and we bring our queen, giving the swallow's tail mate. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that helps you. All the best of luck getting those checkmates in your game. As we've talked before, we always want to be thinking, how can we put the opponent in a checkmating net? So it's really important to know our patterns. Leave a comment, let me know what your favorite was, what future videos you would like me to do, and thanks for watching.